All right, you guys, we are back with another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. Now, in today's video, we are going over the Goku and Frieza Redzone battle fight. This is one of the hardest fights that we had before 10th anniversary. And now that a lot of these much harder fights have come out that are even, a lot more challenging than this, now I'm going to go back and actually test out the 10th anniversary characters and some easy A's on this fight specifically. So that's what we're going to be taking a look at in today's video. Now, I will say, for the most part, you guys probably already have a feel of, how this is going to go. The 10th anniversary characters, they are going to absolutely, they're going to absolutely muscle through these older red zone fights, really with no problem. The blue zone fights, the, Supreme Magnificent Battle, those events are going to be still a tad bit challenging, just depending on where you put your characters and slots and stuff like that. But these older red zones, these should really be no problem if you have a group of the 10th anniversary characters. Now, these easy A's, that is big reason why I have the God Boys within the thumbnail, because these guys are just a real viable unit to put on your team right now. Even if you don't have that many God key units on your team, I would still say this Easy A character is still a character that you can put on your Super Saiyan team or whatever the case is, because he's going to give you, a real big help. Look at that. He got multiple supers attack. Come on. And this is just the start of the fight. So once they actually get transformed, they're going to have a lot of guard. They're going to have they're going to have automatic guard. Their attack and defense is going to go up another 100 or 200%. And they can also gain additional guard once you have a certain amount of keys. So, once we get to that point, we'll really see what they can do. Yes, sir. So we got that first little phase out of the way. Phase 2. Now the Super Saiyan 4 Easy A's, we saw them and how they operate within the last video too. But this video is not really aimed, much towards them. It's more so, going to be aimed at what we can do with some of the 10th anniversary, units. But we will see, like I was saying earlier, the God Boys, they will give us a lending hand once we finally get to the, we get to the end game. Let me see. So we're locked to slot 1, and our Easy A, they'll be good because we have these 2 key spheres right here, and then we have the green for Goku. And then really for our friend unit, I've just been going between this Goku, this Tech Goku. Okay, we're starting out with 30 million. Tech Goku, AGL Vegeta, or GT AGL Goku from 10th anniversary. I've really been choosing those for like my friend units for the most part. Come on. Alright. This is their first turn actually attacking too, so their stats aren't going to be that high, but their stats are a lot better because they are beside Goku. Let's see. Come on with it. So, our Easy A boys, we're really going to get a lot of super attacks out of them, so that's not really so much to worry about. What I am worried about is Tech Goku sometimes, because he can sometimes not be able to take a hit, and that can just, depend on what the actual conditions are. because they only get a certain amount of damage reduction, you know, after they have a certain amount of ki. So, you know, stuff can kind of shift, and, you know, the vibe can kind of shift as far as, you know, the guard and the damage reduction. All right, so we're done with that. So we are at Frieza in 17. Okay. Oh, low-key almost forgot I had Gohan on this team. So, yeah, I'll pretty much keep it like this because it's really the orbs that's screwing us up. But keeping it like this, it really won't do us any harm. We can give them the int orbs. Give these to Goku right here at the bottom. And then go on, damn. Well, it'll set us up for next turn for our GT Goku, so that's good. But I wish we could have given him a little bit more ki. Now we are up to 12 million with our attacks. So like I told you guys, we just had to build up for a little bit. Are we going to get another super? That's my question. And yes, we do. Yes, we do. It's crazy because they already get a certain amount of like additional supers. So if you just put that like even more additional on them, then you're gonna end up in a situation where you can really like wipe out a third of a boss's health with just the Easy A unit. Like, that's how crucial it is getting with these Easy A units now. But these are, you know, anniversary Easy A's, so we expected for them to be busted, just like AGL, you know, UI, and then Evolution Blue Vegito. Come on, Gohan. Is there... Gohan, he can get those additional supers too, but I think he's just not on the right team setup right now. All right, so we are halfway through Golden Frieza in 17. Really want to bring out GT Goku as Super Saiyan 4, but we'll just have to wait on that to happen, and we'll go ahead and fuse. Alright, your man's Gogeta. Super Saiyan 4. Gogeta. Come on. And we got our man Vegeta at the end. Now, I could switch over to Goku, but the thing is, with these stats, sometimes you can actually end up having a higher stat if you just stay in, like, you know, the Vegeta reversible unit. But sometimes, you know, it's kind of like give and take situation sometimes, because you can have higher, you know, super attack if you go with this partner setup. And then, like I was just saying, sometimes you would think that the Goku side would actually be a better slot, you know, partner to that GT Goku, but sometimes even Vegeta will actually be a better, you know, matchup. Come on. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is something else, man. That man just dealt hella damage. Oh, if that man Goku could have went Super Saiyan 4 this turn, he really would have went stupid. Gogeta, no doubt, probably would have finished them because the Great Apes would have dealt their attacks, and then Gogeta would have backed them up. Okay. I hate rotations like this. It is what it is. So we, of course, we want to put one of the Gokus in front, one in the back, and keep the God Boys in the middle. But fortunately, we confuse. So I will go ahead and take advantage of that, and then I'll go ahead and also take advantage of turning our Super Saiyan Gods to Super Saiyan Blue so we can get those hella good stats, because the stats are like, you see like double the stats when we end up looking at their passive, bro. Like, that shit gets crazy. Alright, so we got the Blue Boys out. Bro, that battle animation is fucking insane, bro. Look at that, bro. Like, their hair is actually, swishing. The clothes are moving. Like, that is how the battle animation is supposed to look, man. Like, when they said that they were bringing this into the game, I low-key had thought that they were applying this. Like, I thought the data download was going to be so big to where it was going to update all of the characters within the game, to where once we came back into Dokkan for the new year, we were going to see, UI, Evolution Blue Vegeta in their certain order and all that stuff, Rose. But turns out they're only doing it, like group by group, basically. So they did the new characters, of course, and then any of the EZA characters and stuff like that. Vegito. So we got him out. I was real hesitant on whether or not I wanted to bring out Vegito and just have two of him. So we'll go ahead and do that. I should have just went ahead and skipped through this, but I wasn't even thinking, honestly. But your man's Vegito and Gogeta, they are definitely top 1 and 2 like best characters in the game when we talk about Dokkan. Like, there's no argument, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. They are the top 2 characters in the game. And then, of course, the EZA characters, I would have to say they are probably like slot 3 and 4. Like, they're probably the next best in the game. Man, shit is so clean. 14 mil with that attack. But yeah, I'd say the EZAs are probably 3 and 4. And then we're going to get into the conversation of like, what is it? When we talk about some of the extreme characters and stuff like that, because, a couple of the Broly characters are really, really good, and they do. At least one of them deserves a spot within like the top 10 characters. At least LR Tech Broly, he definitely deserves a spot within the top 10. But Beast Gohan, like, there's just so many characters, man. And then when you think about like top 10, and how many characters have came out, gotten easy A's as of recently, is like the top 10 list has definitely shifted since, you know, all of that has happened. 21 million, goodness gracious. Bro, I'm telling you, if I would have had Blue Gogeta out, 23 million, let's go. I need these additionals, man. If Blue Gogeta, physical Blue Gogeta, if he was here, bro, the attack stats would have been off the charts. 25 million. We probably would have saw him dealing like 30s, in the 30 mils more than likely. That's crazy, bro. So we basically finished it off using Vegito and the God Boy Easy A's. Let me know down in the comments if, you know, Goku and Frieza, if that fight is a lot more easier to you guys now. But, you know, as you saw, it is a lot easier for me. So let me know what you think down in the comments. Let me know what you thought about my team that I used. And I will see you guys in the next Dokkan Battle video. You guys take care and peace.